Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today, I just want to title this lesson, Sad Season, which literally we are in that time, the winter time, where you get this symptom of depression, which they have labeled it seasonal affective disorder, a seasonal affective depression disorder, Salakia. And ultimately, this is not just a seasonal thing. This actually goes back to who's ruling, which, like I said, this is a literal thing. What during the winter time, people get depressed. But it's bigger than that. It's because who's in power. This is the main contributor to the oppression. To the depression from the oppression, the oppressor, Esau, the so-called white man. But let's get it. This is from WSYZ, and it reads, tips to improve seasonal depression symptoms as we head into winter. So as you can see, and it's a plethora of articles on how you can cope with this period of time, where this winter, where it's mostly dark. Because that's this kingdom, man. This is this darkness, man. Ain't no light, that's in this place, which is truth. And there's nothing that's light about it. Everything that's here, so-called white man, what he presents is darkness, man. But as you can see, Izzy has spilled over to the physical, where the winter, the height of death, people are depressed, they're sad. The holiday season make it worse. If you're in the spirit of America, it says, as we move into the colder months, the days are naturally becoming shorter. In December, we'll have just 9 hours of daylight and 15 hours of darkness. In the shift from daylight saving time to standard time, soon the sun will set just before 5 p.m. If you're one of the 5 Americans with seasonal affective disorder, this combination can be a paralyzing blow. So this is the actual thing where people are sad. And it's an acronym, seasonal affective. During this time of season, you at your lowest. It says, but there is help, and now is the time to act. And pretty much you ain't got to read no more. Just the point is that there is a thing called seasonal affective disorder, sad. And they just say it's just from the winter, because of the winter time, the lack of daylight. No, man, it's still on a bigger scale. It goes back to who's ruling, which is the so-called white man. Let's start off with something. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So as you can see, the spirit of the people depends on the power that be. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Why? Because righteousness will dwell on the earth. That will be the standard. Justice and judgment will be established. But it says the wicked bear rule, the people more. And yeah, with the wicked, all thing he do is contribute to your oppression. He only makes things worse, this nigga being in power. because the only thing that's here is wickedness, filthiness, a fucking, you gotta love that, man. All that shit, man. Just being under the watch of this, being under the banner of this man is nothing that's pleasing. That's why when you jump to Romans the 8th chapter, pretty much the creation is waiting on this moment where we're gonna rule. Let's get that in the book of Romans 8 in verse 19. It says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature," see, and this is the most sincere desire of creation, from the trees to the creepy crawling things, man, on all levels, even a fucking Moabite, to a nigga violently hucking his horn in traffic. The earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, see, which is us ruling, man. See, this is when that relief will come, man. The return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, and to set up this righteous kingdom. This is when that relief will come. See, being under the watch of this devil, there's no relief. There's no end in sight on all levels, from your job to the damn alarm clock. There's no relief. There's no rest. Even like I said, this is supposed to be the so-called holiday season. These last 4 months of the year was there. All of them are demonic. You get into the holiday spirit by kicking it off with Halloween, some crazy shit. But the holiday season, the winter time, which is the height of death. But you got this thing called SAD, the seasonal affective disorder, where you're highly depressed in this time of the year. But really, that is just symbolic to being in that spirit, because this man, in his time, this is his time of the year, so to speak, in the sense of his time ruling. And everybody is sad, man. Nobody don't want to deal with this shit, man. This is Isaiah 14. I started 4. It said that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased and the golden city ceased? And that's concerning the end of the so-called white man and his reign of terror. Golden city, which is America. It says the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And we seeing that playing out real time. The Lord is actually breaking this man down. Beginning with the Lord taking the wisdom away from him. We see right through his plans the deception is not working. That power he once had is not there no more. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. See? This man, of course, the Israelites continually, come up with ways for us to be overthrown and to be continually oppressed. But as well as the other nations, they are being continually hit, smitten with this by the way of this devil, from sanctions to airstrikes on all levels. It says, he that ruled the nations in anger. See? Go back to that authority, the power that be. This nigga in charge, and you see the state of the earth. From you got this nigga made a concrete jungle to the minds of the people. It's to the now. It's now we at the point in this time to where it's a thing. This man got assisted deletions. You can actually set an appointment to delete yourself, and it's a doctor. Nigga give you a pill, or he concocted something, and you go to sleep and die. That show you that the time period we in, we in the height of death, man. the height of depression and sadness because of who's in power. He that ruled the nations in anger, it said, is persecuted and none hindereth. Meaning what? Ain't nobody gonna stand and wait and try to defend Esau. Ain't nobody finna try to fight for this man and his freedom, or try to, protect him. No, it said they're not going to hinder the judgment that's going to come upon this man, because ultimately that's the relief, him being uprooted. And just going back to the article, that's just a sort of sign is, we have heard such a thing as you got a disorder, and they labeled it as sad, and it's because of the season that you're entering into, which is winter. As I mentioned, that's the height of death, which is the time period of Esau, him being in power. This is the height of death, man. So that's why it's it's a thing called sad. We in the season of sad, and I wouldn't be surprised the deletion rate goes up, the self-deletion rates goes up. Why? Because this is the time. So matter of fact, I'm gonna end off on this Achaman, the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 30, and 30 and verse I start at 16. It says, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. See, and that's what Yahweh Shah have given us, man. That joy of the heart, man. See, ain't nothing can top this. That's it. Ain't no joy but the joy of the heart. Show you that, yeah, you have certain things of this realm, but ain't nothing topping the joy of the heart. Nigga could be depressed with $1 million, and that's why he always stay geeked up, cause he ain't satisfied. He ain't that riches. Then that's why I said ain't no riches above the sound. But nigga got $1 million, but he gotta do unspeakable things. Your heart is not all the way there. That's why I say that joy of the heart, man, which is ultimately us receiving this truth, man. It says death is better than a bitter life. See? And that's even, you can see that play out in this time to its perfection, man. It said that bitter life. Why is a bitter life? Because we in the land of bitterness, America, which goes back to bitter. You gonna be bitter. If you're in the right spirit, you're gonna be bitter here. But these people, they're bitter because they, they want to live the certain standard of this place, or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, it goes back to Esau and him being in power, man. At the end of the day, you being under the watch of Esau, you're going to be bitter, man. You're not in the, really of the elites, man. You're not going to really experience the fullness of life. That's why you got these Edomites coming against them, because they supposed to be feeling some type of joy, but they ain't. They the ones that's really going through sad. But it says death is better than a bitter life or a continual sickness. And yeah, these people are continually sick from these damn. You keep refilling your prescriptions to that same thought coming to your mind that's making you sad. All these things are here, and this is the season where it's really at its height. Just going back to even the physical level of winter, but it really just represents Esau's kingdom, man. You only going to be sad here. You're only going to be depressed here because of the wickedness, the nastiness that goes on here, man. But this is a sad season. So yeah, I can just hope that we're edifying, like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, I'd like to give the honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, this teaching word on true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abba, soon, very soon.